Hello everyone, it's Dr. Formaster and welcome to part 5 of Let's Build a Villa in Newcrest in The Sims 4. So today I'm actually going to continue working on the modern kind of like Miami villa in The Sims 4 here on this lot in Newcrest. Last time we actually did some very important changes, or actually some important fixes to the house, because as many of you know, we had some problems with the fence, or actually the foundation, which got deleted, which is like a terrible Sims bug. But in the end, it worked out. It's the house is still alive, and we can just easily continue working on it. So I must say I'm very happy with that. So we're going to do that, and as you can see, we're starting the wall paintings today, which I hope can be something very minimalistic but still good looking. Wall paintings can seriously either make or break a house, and honestly sometimes they can really break a house. I'm happy that I've added the windows already, because sometimes if I first make the wall paintings and then add the windows, it can actually really screw up the entire house. So that's a tip from me for you, and that's actually to always add the windows first and then the wall paintings, because in that way you can actually make a much better house, better looking at least. So I think I can actually use kind of a structure like this. Well, structure, it's not really a structure actually, but like, oh, that looks good, that's really cool. This, I think, it's always the first feel you get of wall paintings that can describe how it will feel like in the end, and I think it will be fine if we use these colors and these patterns, which is very modern, very simple actually, but so cool, I think. So please let me know what you think of the house so far, and of course what you think of it when the episode is like done. These episodes are actually pre-recorded because as some of you know, I'm currently in Cambodia. It really depends when I'm uploading this. Maybe I'm not there yet, but by the time I'm recording this, I am not there yet, obviously. But therefore I actually decided to pre-record stuff, so you actually have something to watch while I'm away, and you will probably have like a holiday, which is also the reason why I'm going away. So I hope you enjoy these videos, and let me see, what can I add? I think I'll go for some more white over here. I must say I'm really enjoying this Let's Build, seriously. It feels so good to have like a real time Let's Build again. And the house is looking really good, and many people seem to like this Let's Build. So many like comments and likes, so much feedback. I really like that. I'm really happy with that. And that just feels great, I must say. So I'm really happy that you enjoy this Let's Build, because in that way I can actually just record more of it as well. And I just really enjoy it personally, and getting so much feedback actually makes it even better for me. So thanks a lot. There we go. Let me see, it might be a little bit too much, but I think no, it works out fine. It looks pretty cool. That brown or that gray color should get back over here as well. I think we'll be able to just easily finish the wall paintings in this part, so therefore I'll also start with the gardening in this episode like I expected. Episode 5, I honestly, after saying it, was like, I'm probably not actually reaching that, especially because I was afraid that we would have like more technical problems with the house, but in the end it just worked out fine. Well, after some huge struggles actually. There we go. Here we have like one of the really cool outdoor kitchens with custom content, but also just like the normal The Sims 4 perfect patio. What do you call it? Bar, that's it. Such a hard word. There we go, adding this. That looks fine. This house is really looking fine, and indeed, as I actually expected, when I made the last part, I forgot to actually download this fence. When I actually see this part, I realized that I forgot it. So sorry for that, and I'll actually make sure that I'll download it for the next episode. I think but I might actually forget it. So okay, I might actually remember. So don't expect too much. These wall paintings are great. Yep, I'm happy with this because yesterday I think it was, I built a house and it looked really cool, like the shapes, but the wall paintings are just, in the end, the house just doesn't look that good, and that feels so terrible. Like the shape and all, it really felt like it was going to be a really cool house, but in the end it just turned out to not be so cool, and that was like a huge disappointment actually. But yeah, some people, I think people will definitely like it, but it's just that it's not as cool as I had hoped it to be. So just so you know, it's not really relevant actually. There we go. Because I actually want the shapes of the roof, which are crazy, to actually continue and the rest of the house as well, or at least that's kind of my goal. And shall I add the bar already? And the hot tub, where shall I place that? Let me see. That's hard. Okay, I'll first actually, I'm not going to add too many plants in this house actually. Because I feel like that wouldn't actually make it look much better, and I'm kind of trying something new, so not adding many plants would be something new for me. So therefore I'm not adding too many. If you are new to my channel and watching like this series for the first time, normally I add very many plants. So therefore I'm kind of preparing my viewers for the fact that I'm not using many, because maybe like they can't handle, and then they should, well, don't stop watching. I wouldn't like that, but be prepared. I think people often say that they don't really like the huge amount of plants I use, so I don't think it really matters so much. There we go. Added the rocks again. Yeah, that's going great. Then I think we can add the palm trees over there. That would kind of, the top view of this house is crazy. I mean, look at it. It's like so strange. I really like that. I think I'll make, will I don't know. I'll actually make a bigger pool. That's one thing that's sure, because I actually just built this pool, but not really like, it was just to start somewhere, and because that's the cool thing. I actually had no idea what to start this house with, and still people say that it's like one of my best houses so far, and I personally just really like it as well. So I must say I'm happy with that, and that's really cool actually, because normally, well, I never plan out my houses, but sometimes I do actually have like an idea of what to build, like nearly almost every time I do that, or every time I build a house I have a plan of what I'm going to build, like at least an idea. But this time I had like no idea, and therefore I think it is pretty cool that it's turning out like my best house so far. Yeah, let me test one thing, because it's always something I wonder. Would it look better with a different floor, like that wide? Is it realistic enough? That's kind of, because maybe this is like a little bit more realistic. At the same time, it's also less modern. So that's kind of the point. It still looks cool, I think. You know, the top view is even better. It's just that I'm not really sure about it. I think I'll go for this though. It does look cool. It does. I just like, yeah. I think it looks pretty well. Let me test it. Okay, I'm not that sure actually. That looks really cool as well. Okay, so either this or that. Yeah, we go for this. This is just a little bit more modern. It just feels a little bit better, I think. Alrighty. The pool. That's what I was working on. Let me see. Yeah, that's kind of a sad plant on there. If we actually make it bigger, is it like crazy or is it like, cool? Let me see. I think we can say it's crazy. It is cool, but it's crazy, and it should be kind of, this is kind of a crazy house. Not too realistic. Some people might classify it as a futuristic house. I personally don't, because this is actually like really, it is possible. I mean, you do see houses like these, it's not that crazy. So, it's not a futuristic house, it's just a really crazy house. Alrighty, it's okay. As you know, or as you notice, actually, I have no idea where to actually start, like the gardening with, because the garden is literally so big that there's like nearly not like a front. You can better like classify this garden into wings, I think, like they do with schools, than into yeah, like front back. But still, okay, I think over here I'm adding something. What am I adding there? Let me think. Because over there I'm either adding the table or I'm adding the lounge. No, the lounge set, it's not big enough. Well, it's like the space is not big enough. The lounge set is big enough. The space is just not big enough. Yeah, you can also make the lounge set a little bit smaller, but okay. Now we're going to have to make a decision, which is hard as well. What color table to use? I'm doubting whether I should actually use like a white or black and white table or just like a regular brown one, because on the one hand it is of course like a modern house, but at the same time, let me check out this blue. Might be strange, but I think at the same time, like modern houses almost always have like that crazy furniture. This looks alrighty. You passed the test, I'm going for this. And I'm actually adding like a small barbecue over here, just like an extra one. I know there will be, I think, 4 barbecues in this house in the end. But this is one of them. And I'm actually just going to pause over into like a patio build right now. Because that's what we're starting to do right now. Because, you know, the patio, you know, patio or whatever you want to call it actually. Yeah, I think, by the way, commentary is getting really bad at this point. But I think I'm going for this pattern for the patio. And maybe I can create something cool here with this going over into each other. Or not? Or is that like too strange? Let me see. Nope, I should definitely not do that. But I do have an alternative idea actually. There we go. By the way, one tip from me for you is actually to learn the shortcuts of The Sims 4 if you want to build houses quicker, because knowing the shortcuts like literally saves so much time. So really save yourself, know the shortcuts. Alrighty, the lounge set. There we go. This is literally making this house needed this stuff pack, and I must honestly say I built this house with the idea of this stuff pack coming, or at least, you know, I was planning on doing a let's build already, and then I found out about this stuff pack coming out, and I was like, I'm going to build a house which is going to have like a really cool outdoor area. What, this is the house, so if you don't really like it, yeah, this was supposed to be the house with the awesome outdoor area. But otherwise, I hope you think it's cool. And that's not the way it should be. There we go. Because it should be a little bit further away from that back over there. There we go. And then now it's time to color it. No, not that color. Could actually go for the blue, but then it is actually like a different kind of blue, and therefore it might not really fit. But on the other hand, do we have that blue over there? Nope. It is actually a really cool looking one. I mean, this is like the Instagram picture over here, but it doesn't really fit with that's eating area over there. So I think I'll go for something different, and you know, such a white lounge set is really cool as well. Just like entirely white. I mean, the entire house is actually white, so therefore I don't think it's really a problem that the lounge set is like pretty much only white as well. I am actually adding like some, well, can you call it sand? Okay, I shouldn't add too much of it. Don't get too excited there. But I'm actually adding that just to make it look a little bit more, well, more realistic, and just a little bit cooler and like sand. You know, I still want the tropical world, so therefore I'm just adding the sand to like the world myself in this way, just to get what I wanted. Kind of sad, but true. Let me see the pool. There we go. Then I'm also adding the lighting already, then we don't have to do that later on, because I always forget to add the lighting in the pools, and then I do like the night shot and the pool is not lit, and that just feels terrible. And then I end up just deleting the night shot, which is the reason why you just thought, night shot, you never put a night shot in your videos. So okay, this is cool. I can really do some really cool, really into tries in a sentence, not that good, but I can really make some awesome lighting for this house. I think we can maybe like even spend an entire episode on that. I'm not going to do that because, yeah, people will probably not like it, but seriously, lighting is something you can really go like up into. And maybe I should actually just have that lounge set or this eating area white as well. I mean, sorry blue, but it fits the house better in this way. Then maybe we can have a cool fountain here. That would actually be awesome, I think. And then I'm going to add these ones over here, because those are really cool decorational things actually. Oops, it's in the pool. That's awesome. And then I'm going to add some more perfect patio stuff, because I want this one to be over here, and actually one over here as well, kind of to create that feel of a patio. Let me see if that looks good. That last one doesn't look that good. This is okay though, so I think I'll leave that, just to kind of create that idea of privacy. Though, you know, the pathway is over here, so you don't have that much privacy anyways. But, you know, I think the owner of this house will just buy this pavement, and in that way the house will be like very private. So that's kind of the thing someone with such a house would do, I guess. So I'm going to end this episode exactly the way I actually ended the last episode, making a bar, because I really like, you know, bars in houses. So therefore, and this house definitely needs many bars, so therefore I'm adding many. We've like literally not finished the last one yet, and we're starting a new one already. Kind of the way I did Let's Builds in the start of my YouTube career, or which you can't really call a career, I guess. literally back then I did like a new Let's Build every week, and I wondered why my channel didn't grow. But simply no one likes like an endless amount of Let's Builds, I mean. So that was kind of the reason. Let me see, adding bar stools, there we go. Still waiting for Dutchie now to comment on the fact that I called those bar stools tools, because tool is the Dutch word for bar, or no, stool is the Dutch word for chair, and saying bar stools makes Dutchies think, like Dutch people think, that I don't know the name for like chair, and therefore I say stool, but actually stool is the word for these things, and those Dutchies don't know. So in case you're Dutchy and you're about to comment something about that, you know, you were actually warned. Don't worry, I won't sue you. That could actually look cool, I guess. Even though it's a modern house, something like that is kind of a cool addition. And then I'm also going to add a plant, or a plant. I never know the difference actually between plant and plant. Please let me know what's the difference between plant and plant. Because I think it's actually a difference between the US and England. So therefore there will be like an entire fight over there. So stay calm. And yeah, wait, I'm just gardening. I'm going to add some more over here. The hot tub is something we still have to add. And actually, maybe I should actually make like a better place for it over there. Maybe it works to, yeah, I'm not sure. Of course, I could also place it down here. That would look cool as well, I guess. I still have to come up with an idea for that, but till then I'm actually adding this one over here, because I'm sure I'll place that over there. And then yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this part. I think it was part 5. I hope I will actually remember to download the fence for the next part. But anyways, thanks for watching this part, and I hope to see you back later.